Hi guys, Mr. Space reporting for duty. It's a bit dark in here. 1 second. Yeah, sorry about that. We're around Halloween times and, you know, things are getting a bit scary and I can't really control them. Like, for example, the screen. It's terrifying. You know, I'm not really a fan of horror movies, but if I got given a choice to watch one or watch this screen, I would go to a marathon of all the scariest movies out there because this medical center, oh god, it's probably the most scariest thing I've ever seen. We have 4 major injuries, and 2 of them have come in the last month or so. First of all, the big one is Noni Madueke has managed to get himself a damaged cruciate ligament, and as a person who tore his ACL twice, I can definitely relate. This is an awful injury, but he has had an awful time with injuries since he's come in, which would be what, here? He pulled his hamstring in the United game, and literally every once in a while managed to get injured. He got a dislocated jaw, he got some blisters, and he damaged his cruciate ligaments. I mean, one of them is not like the other, but others are just awful. This guy is absolutely unlucky, and if you look at his reports, yeah, he could have a real problem with injuries. A bit too late for that. So basically my plan for him this year was to use him as this Joker card. Just take him off the bench, let him play, let him run at tired legs, create something out of nothing, and he has disappointed me because every single game he's gotten injured. He's had, what, the last 5 games he's got no goals, no assists, he's contributed nothing, but that's not all. There's a few more bad injuries. GAMEMODE has managed to get himself injured as well. He torn a wrist ligament, and that means he's going to be out for today's game against Arsenal, which is absolutely annoying. My god, we're just so unlucky. I mean, that's not even taking into account Wesley Fofana, who's still out, and Andrei Santos, who's still out. We did have some people come back from injuries. We had Trevor Chalba come back from injury. Armando Broja, actually, you didn't see. He got a broken foot. Against Faroe Islands. They won 8-0, and he got a broken foot against them. Unfortunate. Lucas Bergstrom managed to get injured. Raheem Sterling got a tight thigh. I mean, we also have Christopher Nkunku back, which is absolutely incredible. We'll be able to use him, hopefully, in this game today. If that's not an exciting prospect, I don't know what is. Smash that like button if it's an exciting prospect. It is a very exciting prospect. Look at my thumb. Don't steal my thumbprints. What the fuck? Anyways, Trevor Chalba is finally back, so we have a little bit more depth in defense. Armando Broja actually just came back recently. He managed to break his leg in the game against the Faroe Islands. They were winning 8-0. What's even more worrying is that we have 13 people in varying risks of high injury risks. I'm not really sure what the screen means. I mean, personally, I never go here. If a player gets injured, they're injured, and they come back and they play him a little bit to kind of get them back into shape. So I don't really know what high injury risk means, but it is scary. There's a lot of red here, and I don't know what that means. It's a bit scary. Especially considering the fact that we got a lot of injuries in the past few months. But who knows? Maybe today's game is going to be absolutely incredible. We're going to have no injuries. And you're not going to be writing in the comments in the future telling me, hey, look, you have, I don't know, and Nkunku's out for 12 months again. That's going to be awful if that happens. Why did I just jinx myself? But yeah, isn't it crazy that one of the things I'm worried most is not winning this game, is actually surviving it? Football's gone weird. However, what is not weird is our performance in the league. We haven't lost a single game since the United loss. I mean, last you saw us was for the Tottenham game where we won 3-0. Beautiful result. And we didn't really look back. Apart from that 2-2 draw against Copenhagen. Do you care? It's a friendly. We managed to beat Wolves 3-0. Florian Wirtz, Osimhen, and Conor Gallagher coming in clutch. And Georgi was actually one of the better performers. This man has learned how to save. And unfortunately, he's also hurt himself. What a sad day. What a sad day. So next up we had a game against City, and it was an absolutely great win because being at home, but being Chelsea, we managed to outpossess the City squad. We held the ball for longer, we have done some crazy things, and we managed to beat them 3-2 and deserved it. I'm speechless. This team is looking quite good. I would like to point out Osimhen, especially because this guy, we bought him to score a lot of goals. And he has scored a lot of goals. But what he's been doing is he's been taking all this attention on him, you know, as the big man, as the great man. He's going to be scoring lots of goals. And he's been pulling defenders to himself, allowing Sterling, allowing Wirtz, allowing Mount to shine. This team has been perfectly balanced. And I'm surprised that I managed to balance it, because usually I just throw things at the wall and eventually something sticks. After that, we had a very nice demolition of Luton, 5-0, as... Is that Mihailo Mudryk? With 2 goals? What? Yeah, that's right. Mudryk scored 2 goals against Luton. Granted, this was a Carabao Cup third round, and the team was a little bit rotated, but you know what? For a guy who's only scored a goal recently? I mean, he also scored last weekend against Arsenal, so, you know, hey-ho, this guy's incredible. But still, this is absolutely awesome for him. Moving on, we had an away game against Everton, and once again, we managed to destroy them 1-4. You know, unfortunately, we're not getting many clean sheets, but, you know, at least we've been winning pretty much every other game. And that's the big difference between Chelsea this year. Because Chelsea this year is very solid in defense, but they have no strong ideas up front. We are the opposite. We go gung-ho, we want to score goals, we want to be creative. And this is showing it. 4-1 against Everton. Raheem Sterling, Osimhen, Reece James, and Nicholas Jackson getting on the score sheet. Nothing can stop this team. In the game against Sheffield, it was a bit more nervy. We managed to get a 2-1 result, and sometimes you get games like this. There was nothing really to tell you about it. All the goals were scored in the first half, and apart from that, kind of a boring game. Unfortunately, so was this game against Brighton. That was the first time we dropped points since the United game. 1-1 against Brighton, and, you know, sometimes this happens. Sometimes even Osimhen doesn't score, but Brighton is a good team. They're a respectable team. We stole a lot of their players. They have a lot of money from us, and they put that money to use. 1-1, good result. I don't want to say it was completely unfair, but, you know, we kind of locked each other in. Yeah, we had possession, but in terms of shots and expected goals, maybe we would have been better. Maybe they got lucky. And oh yeah, Cucurella scored from offside. I really don't like that, man. But we bounced back immensely, and I use the word bounce back loosely, against Crystal Palace. We managed to beat them 4-2. Mason Mount, Ben Chilwell, and Victor Osimhen with a double. And once again, we had all the goals coming in the first half. It makes the second half a little bit boring to watch. So if you're going to watch a Chelsea game, regardless home or away, just make sure you leave a bit earlier. It'll be good because you get to skip all the cues. But for us, it's also good because we get to rotate players. We get to get some younger players some game time. We get to ease people back into fitness because there's lots of injuries, and I'm okay with that. But, you know, that's fine. This is the kind of life I have as a football manager, and, you know, shock and awe. We've managed to shock, and everyone's in awe. Everton, less of a similar story. 3-0. First half was the boring one, so you could have showed up late, you could have slept in. But Raheem Sterling, Conor Gallagher, and Levi Colwill finished out the game for us, which means we're in the quarterfinal against Ipswich. That's nice. I want a cup. Now, this West Ham game is absolutely incredible because this was probably one of the better performances we've had as a team. It was 5-0. They didn't have a single shot on target, which meant Mobradashvili has kept a clean sheet for the first time in forever. But we had Badiashile, Osimhen, Gallagher, James, and Osimhen again with the second goal. Wow. This team is perfection. This is a very, very, very good looking side. We managed to outplay everyone. And as you can see, once we started going, there was really no stopping us. This is a very good team, and I'm really happy with this tactic. There's a lot of games to go through, but we're almost done. 2-0 against Brentford. Osimhen and Badiashile coming through again. Mobradashvili had a nice run. And unfortunately, that nice run had to end because he got himself injured in this game. However, that's not the most exciting thing about this game. If you take a look at our bench, you will see a lack of a certain shirt color, which signifies a certain position on the football pitch. And then if you put 2 and 2 together and you make 4 and you realize, wait a minute, your keeper got injured in the 37th minute. What happened? Well, let me show you. So this happened. No, you did not imagine things. That was Benoit Badiashile in goal. Yes, he had his own little Giroud moment, and this time it was not in the 90-something minute, it was in the 47th minute, and he made a beautiful save against Ollie Watkins. This is what happens when you don't pick a goalkeeper on your bench. Another tidy performance against Fulham as we managed to beat them 2-1. Raheem Sterling and Victor Osimhen coming in clutch. And finally, the last game we had before today, and I'm very tired and need a break already. 1-0 against Newcastle as we've managed to rotate the squad a little bit. Overall, not a bad little run of form. Where does that leave us? Somehow third, because the other teams just refuse to be beaten. We've had 2 draws and a loss, and the other teams are just chugging along in exactly the same format. But in better news, Osimhen is chasing Erling Haaland, which is nice, and Brereton Diaz is chasing Osimhen. Huh? Ben Chilwell, though, is with 10 assists, and he's been having an amazing performance in the last, 5 games. He's managed to get 3 assists, and overall, This kid is doing incredible. With me putting him as one back and pushing him way further up, he's been doing much better than I've expected. He's performing in the numbers of Robertson and Trent a few seasons ago, which is incredible. And I think if I click on James as well, I think he's doing not as good, but at least he's scoring goals. Maybe that's what attacking is for. So one is supporting, it means assists, and the other one's attacking, which means goals. Look at that, tactical genius. In terms of other standout performances, we have Osimhen with 6 goals in 5 games. This kid is absolutely amazing. I think what's also important is his contributions from not scoring, which is assisting. He, like I said, he brings a lot of the players into it, and particularly Raheem Sterling has benefited from it a lot because he's managed to score 6 goals and get 6 assists from it, which is already better than what he did last season. And granted, last season was awful, but we're only halfway there, which is good. Unfortunately, the same thing I can't say about Wirtz because he's been okay. I mean, maybe it's because I'm using a kind of weird formation, which doesn't really suit him. He's only managed to get 3 goals and 3 assists in 12 matches. He does have a high average rating, but those things tend to happen when you're winning. Yeah, enough of the sadness. What are we here for? We're here for the Arsenal game, and we're here to look at our starting 11. So we're going to have De Gea in goal. And yes, I moved my face so you can actually see some of these things. Isn't that incredible? But we have De Gea in goal. We have Badiashile and Thiago Silva at the back too. We have Chilwell, Caicedo, and James. I've started to switch around Caicedo and Fernandes. Just sometimes on vibes, just because he's taller. And, when you're a center back or you drop into the center back, you want to kind of be a bit taller. Although, is he a bit taller? Now I just realized they're exactly the same height. I always thought that Fernandes is tiny and Caicedo is tall. Huh. We have Fernandes and Mount in the midfield. We have Sterling and Kunku starting for his LiveCom debut. I hope you're excited. And we have Osimhen relegated back to a complete forward on support. I rotate him sometimes, support and attack. So another big thing that's going to be different for this game is that I've switched to balanced because I know Arsenal is obviously a good team. And against good teams, you don't want to be playing too positively. You want to have some sort of ability to kind of chill out and not push too much. Otherwise, they're going to counter you. They have Saka, they have Martinelli, a little bit fast. So we need to worry about that. And also, our wingbacks are very pushed up. So it's something we need to consider. Oh my God, I've been speaking for a while. Whilst I have this nice little cup of tea, please hit that like button if you're excited for this video and subscribe to this channel if you think we have a chance of beating Arsenal. And yeah, hit that subscribe channel even if you think we're going to lose Arsenal because I'm going to need it. I'm going to be absolutely sad if we lose. But anyways, I'm going to have this tea. I'll see you in a second. Let's take a look at the Arsenal team. We have a few seconds and Turner is in goal. Ooh, that's interesting. We have Havertz, our old nemesis, coming back. Oh, Kai Havertz. We have a better Havertz who's on the bench, but he is Havertz. Havertz. Ha. Anyways, we are ahead of them, which is nice. By 5 points, actually. So even if we lose, we don't drop down that low. But I do want to keep the pressure up on the big boys because it's kind of frustrating as City is beating United, which is good. And unfortunately, could this mean that we're losing to Arsenal today? We are indeed. Gabriel scores. First goal this season. I really hope it's also his first game and goal ever because just to piss me off. No, he played last year. He must have scored a few goals. But second minute in, Gabriel out jumps. Where was that? Thiago Silva. Not a good start, but yeah, City is beating United. There's some positives there for sure, although City is also chasing, so it'd be nice if they drew. But it's only the second minute and it's the 5th minute now, so maybe we can be back 1-1. Could be an exciting thing as Chilwell makes lots of space down the wing. He blows past White and Kunku scores his first goal. Let's go! Oh yes, this is what happens. He knows how to perform in front of his fans. Yes, boys. A nightmare start for Arsenal. It's a start for Arsenal. It's 1-1. Hello? Man, this is Arsenal TV. This commentary is by Arsenal TV. They're already depressed. They went 1-0 up in the second minute. And now they're back to 1-1 and that's it. They need to sack the manager. And Kunku, bro, you came off the bench. He's played a few games already, kind of coming in off the bench. Didn't really do anything. But that's very nice. So each team had 1 shot on target and 1 goal. I don't like that we're... Okay, so we managed to control the ball more than... I didn't... Ref? For what? Okay. Okay. that changes things a bit. I think that means we need to rethink, well, actually, lots of things. Ooh, I really don't want to take off Moises Caicedo. I'm gonna take off Mount. Because my logic is we're gonna be one down. And if we're gonna be one down, that means we're gonna need more defensive steel. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna stick on... do I not have any right backs? I'm gonna stick on Trevor Chalobah as a fullback. And kind of hope that kind of does something. Man, that's very unfortunate. The game was quite nice. 23rd minute, he got 2 yellows. Oh, that is incredibly unfortunate. This game is going to be ruined by referees, isn't it? No, Badiashile does win the header. Havertz picks it up. Back to Tierney, who's playing on the right side. Interesting. Saka. Saka. What a good player he is. Havertz. Don't let Havertz score. Whatever you do, do not let Havertz score. Yes, Osimhen, good job. That's a very good job. Havertz still thinks he plays for Chelsea. That was a beautiful pass, as Osimhen is running at 4 players. Finds Nkunku on the wing, who... maybe he's unfit, but he does have lots of pace to burn as he kind of meanders. It's one of the things I noticed. Like, the game... yeah, granted, I am playing on this speed, and I don't know if you guys use different speed to me. This looks a bit slow. I just realized I kept Mount on after saying that I was going to take Mount off. This better work out. This better work out. But yeah, I was going to say players look very slow as Chilwell once again goes down the left side. And Raheem Sterling with the header. Ref, no. Ref is bot. The ref is bot. The ref is bot. Look at him. Look. Oh. Bro, you're good, bro. Did you know that the ref is fair? The ref is very good as... I'm sorry, did Sterling just steal the ball of Osimhen? I think Sterling stole the ball of Osimhen. That is hilarious. Imagine, how tall is Sterling? Sterling is not that tall. How tall is Sterling? He's 172 centimeters. And how tall is Osimhen? I mean, to be fair, if I was him, I would also not expect to be outjumped. So he's 185. That's a whopping 13 centimeter difference, and he managed to outjump him. But yeah, the ref is great. And with that, there was collectively, what, 5 shots in this whole game? A little bit of a boring game, but we are dominating by XG. Yay. That's good. We are 1 man down. But this is our first big test, and we do need to survive it. Because apart from that, really the only big... I mean, to be fair, no, we played City already, which I'm happy with. But at the same time, that was it. We didn't play anyone else that was big, so this is our next big thing. And then, yeah, as you can see, the match momentum is in their favor. It may be worth trying to bring some faster legs. I think Jackson's going to come on, try and, run into the defenders. Raheem Sterling, I think Mudryk is going to be a good shout as well, because Mudryk is going to definitely stretch those defenders. And Nkunku, I think Verts for him as well. Maybe see if we can do something with this. Mount is potentially... I'm going to replace him as well. Put João Neves on. Oh my god, I played Mount as a ball-winning midfielder. My head is gone. You don't expect a red card in the 20-something minute, okay? On the 24th minute. You don't expect it. Your head tends to go. I'm really lucky we managed to be ahead of him in this game. Havertz plays it back to Turner, who I'm not really sure if he's known for his passing skills. Maybe. I mean, he's not known for his being bad at it. Saka is definitely offside. Look, we put our hand up and everything. And it's a corner. Yeah. I don't know why you put your hand up. Sometimes people do that. Have they been practicing their set pieces? Have they hired a set piece coach? We will find out as Odegaard puts a cross in. And Thiago Silva this time wins it. Jackson wins it. Verts wins it. Loses it. Okay. Is this Arsenal tactic? I'm not sure. Thomas Partey plays it off all the way back into Gabriel. And that's it. Wow. That was the highlight. Okay. So we're going to start this attack with De Gea on the ball, taking his sweet time. I mean, I didn't set any time wasting thing, I promised. As, we finally managed to launch the ball away. As if we had sounds on, we definitely hear some very, very angry fans. from the Emirates, I forgot the name, as Chilwell. Careful, mate, you're also on a yellow. Last time we had a kind of a nice tackle like this, we also got sent off as Gabriel Jesus breakthrough. Badiashile, and Ketia manages to not make the hair. This is something that I don't know. I don't know, FM, why you do this to me. Like, there's a few goals that happen like this, and there's no way in hell football players that are professional do this kind of shit. Like, he would have cleared it. What is this touch? I'm just curious what the... What's it called? I forgot the name. What the game engine thought this was. A disappointment is what it was, as we managed to succumb to a 2-2 draw, potentially, as Chilwell launches the ball in. I mean, to be fair, we might even lose this at this rate. I don't know. But Caicedo gets to the ball. Use your pace. Are you going to burn past Jesus? No, you're not. But you do bring it back to Chilwell, who's going to put a cross in and almost crossed it into the goal. But damn. These are the kind of goals we concede, really? Oh, and we managed to lose some points as City managed to beat United, so we could have overtaken United at least. But overall, as you could see, they were the lucky team. They managed to somehow scrape away with 2 goals. Unfortunate. Verts had another bad game, which is not really good. And Chalobah came on and did nothing. But, I mean, what do I say here? So the assistant says that I should say that I can't fault their efforts. And I really can't, because the team played well. Look, you know, I'm not a pessimist. I'm going to say we did well. They were kind of happy. Reece James is anxious. He knows what's coming. I'm pissed. I'm going to be really pissed off. But yeah, this result kind of leaves us in 3rd place, a point away from United, and City have a game in hand, which is going to be absolutely annoying because we need to catch up with them somehow. But yeah, 2-2 against Arsenal, not the best. Really, really not the best. So where does this leave us? Well, I'm not really sure when I'm going to see you guys because, you know, January transfer window opens on the game against Everton, which to be fair kind of doesn't seem like the game I should be showing. But at the same time, none of the games are. We got the Wigan game, we got Crystal Palace, we got Brighton. And our next big game after that is the United game. So maybe I could do that. Maybe I could just tune in for the transfer window and then see you guys for the double against United and Liverpool. I think that's kind of fair. That'll be more interesting. It'll be a nice kind of double trouble game. And at the same time, it'll be somewhat interesting. Like, because, you know, who's going to subscribe to this to go to watch Brighton? That being said, they're a better team than us. Anyways, I hope you guys had fun. I hope you enjoyed Arteta being lucky as always. I'm not salty whatsoever. But yeah, I think it was a fine game. Reece James got a red card. Unfortunately, I can't really say much about that. But, you know, we look good in the league. We're currently 3rd. Yes, City have a game in hand on us, but we're not that far. And if they do win it, they will only be, 3 points ahead of us. So, to be fair, it's doable. We always have a game against them. We beat them last time. Hopefully, they can drop some points at some point, especially if they're going to be going for the Champions League. So yeah, maybe we still have a chance. Who knows? Anyways, I hope you had a good one. Smash the like button if you enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button. Ooh, actually, do you hit your subscribe button? I said subscribe if we win and subscribe if we lose. You know what? Just for you, subscribe if we draw. I hope you had a good one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.